Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is ZD Sauce. This is Omnifactory episode 2. So in the first episode we kind of got a lot of our basics sorted out. We've taken temporary residence in this beautiful sandstone building and set up a little tree farm. When I ended off last episode I had a little bit of iron mined out. In between episodes I actually went mining a bit more. I didn't get more iron, but I was searching for some other veins. So if I pull up the journey map here, I was just marking down a lot of the different veins that I found. So you can see there's a lot of different ores. Some of it I don't know what it does. Like I'm not really sure what calcite and lazurite are going to do for us. But some of the big ones we found, like tin, nickel's nice to have. Oil would be good for some power if you want to go that route. Ruby and redstone are both really good to have. And copper is another big one. I know we wanted to make a copper furnace. So yeah, I mined up some of that stuff in between episodes, and I have some of it smelting down. I just smelted up a little bit of tin and copper for now, and then I wanted to get a bit more of wrought iron going, because I think that's what we're going to make our starter tools out of. I also made tiny coal. I kind of forgot this was in the pack, but it makes it a lot easier. You don't have to worry about, oh, I should probably be doing 8 at a time for regular coal. So I'm going to be using tiny coal and tiny charcoal from now on, just because it makes it a bit easier. Speaking of charcoal, yeah, I also farmed up a good amount more wood. But yeah, here you can see a lot of my ingots and ores. So I've got a good amount of copper, some gold, iron. So I'll just be processing this stuff gradually as we go on. Once we get the faster furnaces, smelting down stuff is going to be a lot quicker, which will be very nice. Yeah, I think that pretty much does it. Oh yeah, speaking of processing, I know in a lot of mod packs ore doubling is a thing. Ore doubling is definitely possible, like if we go to iron ore. Yes, you can pulverize the ore and get these crushed iron ore, but the process of doubling ore is a lot more complex. So with the crushed iron ore, we would need to basically either use a hammer on it to get impure pile of dusts, or you can purify it. So there's a lot of different routes to go, but if we went impure, then we could smelt that. So it's a few more steps. I obviously don't have a pulverizer yet. I haven't really decided if I want to make kind of automated ore doubling yet. Might be a cool project, but the veins are so big that it doesn't matter too much. And especially for a lot of the basic ores like iron and copper, we should be able to automate that relatively early on with... Oh, I pressed U. Yeah, deep mob learning. So I don't think those basic ores are going to be too much of an issue. We might double rarer things, like if we find emeralds or diamonds somewhere, it might be good to double those. Or especially ruby. I remember last time I played, I needed a lot of ruby, so doubling that might be good. But yeah, we'll cross the bridge when we get to it. Right now, we're not really at the stage of the game where we need to double ore. All right, yeah, so I figure we can pretty much just jump into it. Oh, another thing I want to show you is I did get a stack of iron. So basically, yeah, whenever you get a stack, you can just get your coins. So I think those are our first pennies, actually, which is pretty nice. Throw them in this chest of junk. All right, so yeah, let's get started. I think the first thing we can do, since we are going to be smelting some stuff down, is get the copper furnace all good to go. So let me just actually take this step out. I do have some copper, and we can get making that easy enough. We should get another reward for that. And the next furnace, I believe, is silver, and we haven't found silver yet. We do have gold, but we don't have silver, and unfortunately, there's really no way to skip through it. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get that soon enough. This has the same amount of inventory spots, but see, it goes a little bit faster, which is nice. Okay, cool. So that's taken care of. We have a little bit of a faster furnace. So this, I think this quest is really what's going to get us into the GregTech part of things. There's a lot of stuff to make here, so we can kind of skim through this text a little bit because I know what a lot of these tools do. But basically, there's a lot of these tools in the early game that are used to make all the like plates and rods and all the different types of like machinery that we need. Like if we just look for iron here, we should be able to see all the different, yeah, you can see all the different things you can do. You can make wrought iron plates and cables, and long rods, saw blades. There are a lot of machines to do most of that, but in the beginning, obviously we don't have machines, so we have to make a lot of these tools. We got hammer, file, saw, wrench, screwdriver, wire cutter, and mortar. So I believe in the early game it does recommend using wrought iron just because it has a good amount of durability. So I'm going to go that way. Yeah, here it says wrought iron is probably your best bet for a tool material right now. I'm not really sure what darmstadtium is, but that's what's used for a lot of the ore dictionary types of tools. Yeah, and it kind of explains that in the text, how they're all ore dictionaried like that. So yeah, let's grab our wrought iron, and I'm just going to basically make a lot of different tools. I'm going to make them in here as well because we are probably going to need multiple of them. So hammer, I think, is one of the first ones we have to make. That should be easy enough. It's just a stick and some wrought iron. It's our first tool. It's so exciting. Oh yeah, then we have to put stuff in here as well. So we have a hammer, and I'm also going to lock that because we're probably going to want more in the future. And even though it's not that type of material, it does complete that quest. So file, saw, and I think we need the hammer to actually make these. No, not one word, file, saw. So yeah, this file. Okay, so we need 2 plates, and I'm pretty sure the plates are made, yeah, with the hammer. So I'll make 2 of those plates. I'm going to put the plate work over here as well. Let's see, it's just like this, right? So I get 2 of those, and then, what was it? It was like this. Oh, did we need the hammer too? Or was it a stick? It was a stick, I think. I haven't worked with these tool benches in a while. No, it wasn't. Oh, the stick's on the bottom, I see. Cool. So I have another one of those. I'll lock that as well. What else do we need? A wrench? I think I remember what a wrench is. No, not that. It's the GregTech wrench. Yeah, so it's just... Wait, were those just ingots? Yeah, they were just ingots. And then we need the hammer as well. It should give us the wrench. That's good to have. Lock that as well. Screwdriver? What was the next one? Oh, we still didn't do saw. And then we will also need a screwdriver. There's a lot of tools. I haven't worked with these in a while. Okay, so that's where we need the saw blade. Saw blade is a file and a hammer on top of 2 plates. So if we bring these over here, this is where the plates are, or the workbenches are pretty nice. And then just so I can keep these organized. Okay, so we needed what? A file and a hammer in this order. The 2 plates. We get the saw blade, and then that's just used with the stick. Cool. I'm not going to save the saw blade recipe. That's pretty straightforward. Cool. We got a saw blade, and now screwdriver was the next one. So here we need some rods. It's getting a little more complicated. So a rod is just a file and an ingot. Again, I'll bring that over here. Needed what? 2 of those rods for now. I'm probably gonna need more in the future, but since I'm low on wrought iron, I'm gonna go a little bit easy. Also, I want to lock these. And what was it? Like this. Got a file and a hammer. There we go. Wrought iron screwdriver. Almost out of space already in here. Okay, almost there. I should complete the quest for the screwdriver there. Doesn't say complete, but it also doesn't say incomplete. So maybe you don't need it to complete it, but we are going to need all these things. Next up is the wire cutter. Oh man. Okay. So wire cutter needs 2 rods and 3 plates. Let's get that first. So 3 plates. And what was it? 2 rods. And then we also needed, what was that? A screw. A screw needs 2 bolts, and a bolt is basically a file. I'm confused. Oh, a rod. Okay, so that's a saw. So a rod with a saw. Okay. So we'll get one more rod. And then we'll do a rod with a saw to get bolts. And then what was it? A bolt with a file. Or it's 2 bolts. Bolt, bolt, file. Bolt, bolt, file. Bolt, bolt, file. It's not working for some reason. Thought these were supposed to be OR dictionaried. Oh, maybe I put my screwdriver there by accident. Okay, so we got our screw. And now we should be able to make this type of thing. Oh, it doesn't use the right thing. So I do have to manually. That's what's annoying about these OR dictionaried recipes. You do have to kind of manually do it yourself. And then we need some tools. What was it? Hammer, file, screwdriver. Hammer, file, screwdriver, and we got wire cutter. That's definitely the most annoying one to make. And the last one was just a mortar, which I think this one's easy. Oh yeah, just cobblestone and then a couple of wrought iron. We need some cobblestone. What's it, like this? Oh, is it smooth stone? Yeah, we need some smooth stone. Luckily, this finished. I'll just make half a stack of smooth stone for now. It's good, we got some more wrought iron as well. We were running very low. Cool, and then after that, that should be all of them, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I just don't think we need the screwdriver and wire cutter to be done there. And we'll get 10 pennies from this. Good stuff. One more, please. Smooth stone. And a wrought iron mortar. Lock that as well. And you see, when something isn't locked, it'll basically, whatever the last recipe is, it's just going to overwrite this compressed cobblestone. I'm sure we'll end up making something here eventually. Cool, so we got all our tools. That's pretty exciting. So we're basically only going to come back to this work table if we break a tool, which I'm sure we will eventually, and need to make more. But it's just nice to have. That's what's so nice about these work tables. Cool, we're done that quest. We got pennies, and that unlocks a whole lot. Okay, so here it goes through. We just need to get some more materials. That's something we can definitely do. I have copper. I have tin. Just needs to detect it, I think. I could go for some gold. It's cool. I'm gonna need to make some more charcoal eventually as well. I'm just gonna make some for now. What was the other stuff I needed? Gold, coal. Oh, I'm so short. I'm so close. That's okay. I think coal is easy enough to find in the world. And then the last one, oh, redstone. And there was some redstone down where we mined. So I guess I'll take this opportunity to, I guess, go down to the mine and show you guys what I got. I guess I'll just drop this off in here for now. And that should be enough. I'm just gonna throw in some wood as well because we need to do that too. Yeah, so I basically was just searching for some new ores, and I saw this hole which has some stuff. And it's pretty easy to find these veins. You'll find random stuff here and there. So I ran into this big tin vein. So tin is cassiterite, I think, maybe something like that. So like magnetite smelts into iron, cassiterite smelts into tin. I actually think cassiterite, and my apologies if I'm botching that, I think it actually might smelt into 2 tin. Yeah, it does. So that's nice to have. Oh yeah, we found some oil over here, which is very good for power, if we want to do that. And then going down, found a bunch of gems down here. I don't think they're gems. I don't really know what these ores are used for, but I'm sure they will be useful eventually. And then, what's it? Over here, yeah, this is where I found a lot of the other stuff. So this is where I got my copper. And here's where we have basically all the red ores. They just clump together. So we got ruby, redstone, and cinnabar is the other one. So I'm just going to mine some of this up, because these redstone blocks, they smelt into a lot, which is very nice. Just grab some for now. But yeah, so I think the easiest way to go about getting ores is pretty much just caving around, and then you get what you need, you move on. But I'm going to try my best to not do too much of this mining on camera. I think just in between episodes, I'll go search for new veins or whatever I think I'm going to need in the future. Wow. How did I already get 64 redstone ores? I am not sure. But yeah, it's easy enough. So I'm just going to head back up. Actually, I'll pause and I'll be right back when I'm back at my base. And we're back. All right, so yeah, I didn't do much there. I just got back to my base and mined up a few more things that I needed. Got a few more pieces of coal that I just smelted up. So this should give us the coal we need to complete that. Then I was also smelting up some redstone. So yeah, there's our quest. Complete more materials. So yeah, these are a lot of the basic stuff that we will be using a lot. So definitely going to need more as we go through. But yeah, see, each one of these ores smelts into, yeah, 6 pieces of redstone. So it's very nice to have. Yeah, but we'll just throw it in this chest for now. Something else I wanted to do was basically make these storage crates. These are nice because they're one single block and they store a lot of stuff. I think more than a double chest, I'm pretty sure. So I think what we need for that is we're going to need 4 chests. And then this wood casing, which needs some planks. And then I think we should be good. Cool. So I'll just put that here for now. And I think I'm going to drop my actual useful things in here. This is going to be more of a junk drawer, but I'll take things that I think I will need in the future. I'm not going to need that. So yeah, fertilizer, any omni pennies, and I'm going to put my, actually I'll put my ingots in here as well. And this will just be my like raw ore double chest. Put all my stuff, sort that up, and that should be good, yeah. Although I'm assuming I'm going to have a lot of those tools on me most of the time. Yeah, so we got some of our basic materials. Next up, I know we do use rubber a lot, so let's get into this quest. So yeah, there are basically rubber trees in this pack, and then rubber trees produce both rubber wood and resin, and the resin can be smelted into rubber sheets, which are very useful. Actually, they have a lot of other uses as well. Oh, the rubber is smelted into tar. I could have sworn it was sheets. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, rubber's very useful. Oh, rubber's compressed into sheets. Yeah, if we use a compressor, we get the sheets. And yeah, we're going to use that a lot. For all of our wiring, it needs to be covered in rubber. So we probably want to get a rubber tree farm going if we want. Well, this says is a different option. Shear leaves to make plant balls out of them. Plant balls smelt into slime. Slime smelts into rubber. That seems easy enough. Let me just... I don't feel like making shears, so I'm just going to use saplings since we have plenty of them. Use a plant ball. That's pretty cool. And let me just smelt it up. Seems easy enough. And that will make a slime ball. Cool. And then the slime ball gets smelted into rubber. Interesting. I am still going to want the saplings though, because I'm going to need a lot of it. Oh yeah, I'm going to let that smelt up. I'm going to go on a hunt for saplings, and I'll be back when I find them, because it might take a bit of time, especially since we're in a desert. Not many trees around, so yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. I was able to, didn't mean to break that. I was able to find a tree without it taking too long, but yeah, I had to journey a little bit across maybe 100 or 200 blocks. So the tree was able to get me saplings, and then I got rubber wood, and you get a good amount of sticky resin for each tree that you harvest. So that's definitely a preferable way than making plant balls and stuff. So yeah, I got some saplings planted. Don't need a ton of sticky resin for now, so I'm going to basically let these grow and then harvest them when I see them. And yeah, whenever I see a bunch of trees growing over here, I basically take my lumber axe and Yeah, the lumber axe makes it really easy to harvest a lot of wood. So it's very nice. And I should be able to get a decent chunk of charcoal pretty quickly just from doing this, which is going to fuel all my smelting needs. And then I'll just replant these here. It's a lot of stuff. I do want to make a magnet as well, so this stuff, I have that bookmarked. I don't need that. It's pretty easy to make, but I do need lead, and I have not come across lead yet. But once I do, I also have no way to charge it. But once I do come across lead, I am going to make a magnet, because it just makes life a lot easier. Cool. So we do have sticky resin, and I think we did complete that quest, yeah. Get some more Omni pennies rocking here. We can put that away. This chest is filling up very quickly. Actually, put that in here. For everything useful, I'm just going to use this storage crate. This is just going to be junk. Let's leave it at junk. Junk and cobblestone. It's like, I don't need this stuff. I don't need apples. But yeah, books will go in here. And throw all this junk away. Cool. Good to move forward. So now that we have slimy rubber, we should make those rubber sheets that we're talking about. Oh, okay, so this is another way to make rubber sheets. Yeah, so I'll just use, I needed 3 rubber sheets, I think it said, so you can use my hammer on some sticky resin. And that should be easy enough. Where'd my hammer go? Yeah, I'm just going to take out these tools because I feel like I'll be using them a lot. Get my hammer and some resin, and got some sheets. Sweet. Done with that. And yeah, these are going to be used a lot. Rubber soft hammer. Oh yeah, I think this is used to basically turn off sheets. Or sorry, my mind's on sheets. To turn off machines pretty easily. So keep on looking in that drawer. I gotta get used to not. Basically I just need some sticks. And I should be able to just, is it like this? Or is it the other way? I think it's the other way. Rubber soft hammer. So yeah, that's nice. If we want a machine to stop running, we can use that. Easy enough. Put that away though, because we don't have any machines yet, but hopefully soon enough we will. Cool, we are rocking through these quests. I do want to get better furnaces eventually, but I'll have to find silver. I'm going to do that between episodes most likely. Next thing. Ooh, a satchel would be really good to have actually. It makes mining a lot easier. Let's work for that. So we have tin. We do have tin. I did see some sheep, so getting wool should be pretty easy. But leather is interesting. I did not see any cows. Okay, that's something I'll also do in between episodes, just because hunting for cows might be annoying. So I'll just bookmark that. Oh, looks like you can also... Oh, no, you need rock wool. I don't know what rock wool is. Rock wool? Smelting slag. Looks like there's no recipe for slag. I'm not really sure you get slag. Anyway, that was a bit of a diversion. So yeah, I'll get that in between episodes. Maybe we can make this. Oh, wow. That is a whole lot of stuff to do. So I think, yeah, this is basically the first step to actually getting started into machines. A lot of these wires will probably be used to make the machine so that we can use those machines instead of using tools. So conductive iron, pretty sure that's just iron dust and redstone. Yep, that should be easy enough to make. Red alloy dust, copper dust, and a lot of this dust I think is just easily made by using the pestle and mortar. Red alloy is just combining copper and redstone. Since we have relatively limited time left on this episode, I'm not going to get into this quest just yet. This seems like a bit of a doozy. But I think once we do that, then we, we'll be able to make these cables, and the cables will be used for machines. Looks like, yeah, these these dusts and wires are used for a lot of stuff. Steam dynamo, that should be our first power source, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, drawers. Drawers will be really nice to have. Yeah, so it's used for a big amount of storage for a single item type. So, like we have all my cobblestone here and all my sandstone. We can put those in drawers instead, so they're not just clogging up space in a chest anywhere. So for that, we're going to need framing table, which needs a storage trim. Storage trim is pretty easy. Let's go ahead and make that. What did I also need? Wood. There we go. Do it by hand. I needed 5 of those, right? Cool. And then make a framing table. Not really sure exactly how these things work. I'll put this over here since it's not going to need much use. Looks nice. And then what was the other thing we needed? An actual framed drawer, which is very easy to make. Just put some sticks around this. So, I wonder if the book says how to use this. Frames drawer, a framing table. What is a framing table used for? Let's see how to actually use it. Can I? Ah, okay. Make some sort of GUI. I don't know how this works. Let me try, see if I can like frame cobblestone in this. Or is that for, I don't want to like paint it with cobblestone. Interesting. Ooh, that looks ugly. Can I just not frame it? I don't know if I really need to frame it. Let me try just putting cobblestone in. Hope that didn't work. Not sure how these things work. I know we can get regular drawers. I'll have to look into how these framing drawers work though. But let's make a regular drawer, right? We have basic drawers. That's nice. That's all I really need. Just to hold my vast amount of cobble. And yeah, I'll have to look into how those framed drawers work. Need this to get out of here. I'll actually just put it right here. There we go. Okay. And then I'll take all this junk. Is that everything? That's all my cobble. So yeah, now we're storing 1,241 cobble in one space, which is nice. So lets my junk fill up with actual junk and not just all cobblestone in the first 2 mining trips. But we completed the quest anyway. I don't think we're going to use those items, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, nice. We can get into grappling hooks and gliders. Okay, this will be the last quest I complete before I call it quits for this episode. Easy enough. We already have a stone lumber axe. Might as well make an iron one to advance through this. Get this and this. Nice. Of course, I'll finish my stone axe first, but still don't have any rubber trees made. But gonna need a lot of charcoal, so I'll be doing this a good amount. Cool, get some more pennies from that. Okay, there's no successor to that. But yeah, okay, so I think that's gonna do it for this episode. I think in the next episode, we're going to dive into this big quest, which it looks like a lot, but I actually don't think it's as bad as it seems. We basically just need a good amount of redstone, which we did already farm up, and then we need to make the conductive iron and turn that into plates and wires. So yeah, not really too bad, I don't think. And once we have machines, making this stuff is going to be a whole lot easier. And then yeah, this is the next big bottleneck, and it's going to unlock a lot more stuff. Cables are needed to pretty much make any machine, and then obviously we need power, so that's what these steam dynamos are for. So yeah, that's what we'll be looking at next episode, which is pretty exciting. We'll be getting into the actual GregTech-y part of this pack instead of just kind of getting through some of the basic stuff. But yeah, once again, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around, and that'll do it for this episode, and I'll see you on the next one.